from Perth-Wellington.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I'm pleased to have this opportunity to honour all fallen firefighters across this country. They are truly national heroes. I would like to begin by recognizing the hard work of the Canadian Fallen Firefighters Foundation to create an official day of remembrance. It is thanks to their efforts that starting this year, the federal government has designated the second Sunday in September as National Firefighters Memorial Day. It is fitting that we mark this occasion today, on September 11th, when so many firefighters lost their lives during the 9/11 terrorist attacks in 2001. Speaker, the image of a fire truck rushing by is something we can all relate to. In fact, it is so common that perhaps many of us don't give it a second thought. And yet every time firefighters respond to an emergency, they take on tremendous risk. These men and women leave the fire hall knowing that they might have to put their lives in harm's way to protect us. Since 1848, more than 1,300 firefighters have lost their lives doing just that. This year alone, 13 individuals have fallen in the line of duty. The vast majority of firefighters in Canada are volunteers. They run local businesses, they're coaches of local sports teams, they're mothers and fathers. At the same time, they are the ones we count on most in emergencies. Just down the street from Queen's Park sits the Fallen Firefighters Memorial on the northeast corner of College Street. I would encourage everyone to visit this beautiful monument sometime this week. Among the names inscribed on the stone are two fallen firefighters who I share a personal connection with, Ray Walter and Ken Ray. On March 17, 2011, both men tragically lost their lives battling a fire at a dollar store in Listowel. The roof of the building collapsed while they were inside. Ken was 56 years old and served as Deputy District Fire Chief at the Atwood Station. Ray was 30 and had just joined the fire department in 2008. I was in town that day with Tim Hudak and remember seeing the thick black smoke. There were rumors that someone had been hurt or killed in the fire. An investigation followed, and as it turned out, the roof of the dollar store building had been made with volatile, lightweight wood trusses. This strategy was the motivation behind a private member's bill that I tabled last spring, the Ray and Walter Act.
Well done.
It would require that all buildings using truss and lightweight construction display a decal to warn firefighters. The day the bill received second reading, we had about 40 people from Perth-Wellington attend and surrounding areas attend. Many were active and retired firefighters, in addition to Ken and Ray's families. It was a great moment when the Ray and Walter Act passed with unanimous support. Firefighter safety is our shared responsibility as lawmakers. There is perhaps no greater way to honour the sacrifices of fallen firefighters than to prevent future tragedies. I encourage the government to make the Ray and Walter Act a priority in the legislation this session. Thank you, Speaker.
Well done.